After an absolute incredible year exploring the South Island of New Zealand, our year abroad was coming to a close. But before we jumped on a plane back to Canada, there were still so many places that had to be checked off our bucket list. This is our North Island story, and welcome to the Aotearoa Diaries. Welcome back everyone to episode 3 of the Aotearoa Diaries. Obviously from the shot of my ugly mug and the disappointing lack of sunrise, you can tell that there wasn't much of a sunrise to see. So we were out on the East Cape, out by the East Cape Lighthouse, and it was a cloudy morning and really didn't get much clouds, and we didn't get that beautiful first sunrise of a new day that we were really hoping for. So we ended up packing everything up, drove 4.5 hours out to Tauranga, and now we're at Tauranga Bay. And hopefully, for the majority of the people on the channel, this is why you come to see it. I'm out to go hit the bay, and I'm going for kingfish and kahawai, and I'm fishing the flats, and I'm pretty jacked up. So I got my rod all set up, and I got a spoon, and I'm ready to go. So just cooking burger, and then we're gonna get out here and go fishing. All right, so we're at Tauranga Bay. And we just got here, and before I head out to the flats to start casting, I'm gonna start flying this thing around and see if I can spot any big black rays. Rummaging around, looking for crabs and if there's any kingfish around them. So gotta keep an eye out. Any movement. See what we can find. There's one. Black ray right there. I think. Yeah, there's a black ray. There's a kingfish. Cruising around. Oh. Alright, so we're clearly on some fish here. It looks like a bunch of kingies are all roaming around, and I've seen a bunch of black rays too, which usually holds apparently kingies on top. They like work together as kind of like a team. So I'm gonna bring this drone back, set Maddie up with some food, and then get going. I think high tide's in about 3.5 hours, so perfect time right now. Got incoming tide, high tide, and then outgoing tide should be killer. Hopefully I can put some work in. Let's get going. All right, we're out on the bay, and the water here is beautiful compared down south. Holy moly, it's so much warmer. So I saw, pardon the wind noise by the way, I know it's gonna be pretty rough audio, but I saw some fish all the way up there, so I'm just gonna keep my eyes peeled and then be long bomb and cast with this little spoon. It's just a 1 ounce, very narrow spoon that will cut through the wind perfectly. Twitch it in front of people's faces a little bit, and game on. All right, swap lures, a little bit lighter. Pretty similar profile, or exact same profile. And I still get that crazy amount of distance, but it should stay up a little bit more. And the water calm, won't get as much weeds. And rip it without worrying about it getting too deep. That's better. There we go. Fish. Fish. Oh. I don't know what it is. I think it's a little kahawai. Oh yeah. Let's see what it is. Oh yeah. Unreal. Where is he? Oh, could get right in between your legs. Oh, this is sick. I think it's a little Kahawai. Right underneath me. Oh. Yes! Species on the list. Species checked off the list. First Kahawai. Nice little narrow spoon, caught it on, smoked it, absolutely cranked it. Unreal. Beautiful fish, and a fish off the bucket list for me. Let's get a release of her. There they go. Let's go! Oh, like I said, that's my first saltwater fish other than a mullet, so that's yeah, my first saltwater fish other than a mullet, so that's a pretty big deal for me. Oh man, they got power on them too. And that was a little guy. Couldn't even imagine what a big guy will go. Or a kingy. Wow. So I just wrapped up the fishing session. Ended up catching that one Kahawai that you guys saw, which is actually a check mark on my bucket list of the fish that I wanted to catch. All I got now is a kingy and just a red snapper to kind of get that trifecta of the 3 fish that I wanted to catch in New Zealand. But yeah, we're just set up shop just about 10 minutes away, and then yeah, we got Hobbiton in the morning, so we're gonna head there. But yeah, we're gonna enjoy some nice dinner first, and then yeah, huge day ahead. This is probably the day Maddie and I have been looking forward to most. So we're gonna be doing Hobbiton, like I said, and then we're gonna be checking out one of the largest falls in New Zealand, North Island as well. So pretty big day. So we're excited for that. But yeah, gonna have a couple cold beverages and enjoy some good food and enjoy hopefully a nice sunset here in a second. But yeah, we'll catch you guys in the morning.
Leather-backed book down beside me, a crisp white page underneath. I'm sitting down in Louisiana on the side of the street.
Growing up, The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit were a huge part of both our lives. The characters, the storyline, and the creativity of both J.R.R. Tolkien and Peter Jackson has been inspiring. So to finally have a chance to see a movie location that was designed with such detail and have such significance in the films, we knew that this would be one of the highlights of our trip. Hobbiton is made up of 44 hobbit holes, all ranging in size. The reason for the range is to create the illusion of the difference in size between the hobbits and the other characters in the films. Only one hobbit hole can be entered, but all are maintained to ensure the detail in the movies never fades.
Right, so we just finished walking around the Hobbiton movie set, and now we're at the Green Dragon having a pint and a pie.
So we just finished at the Hobbiton, and that was actually pretty incredible. It's a movie series and franchise that I've been watching since I was a kid. To actually see some of the portions of the movie and just certain scenes and talk with a guy who knows everything about the book and the film and everything that goes on within Hobbiton was pretty incredible. The cute little doors for the hobbit holes were pretty incredible, and then to see how they make it work where they get the different size comparisons of a hobbit hole and then an actual hole for filming purposes was pretty cool. But yeah, we took off there, and it's still pouring rain, as it does sometimes for us. And we're at Wairere Falls, which is about an hour and a half hike to get to the tallest, I'm not sure if that's, I think that is correct, but the tallest waterfall in the North Island of New Zealand. So we're just waiting for the rain to calm down a little bit and put on the hiking shoes, and then we're heading up to the waterfall. So hopefully some beautiful sights along the way, and yeah, it's definitely going to be a beautiful sight once we get to the waterfall, so enjoy.
It's been so long since I've seen you.
Along the Wairere Falls pathway, we came across several stunning crystal clear pools. It was just too tempting not to take a dive in.
Scotland the Brave! Let's do this!
Oh my god.
Oh, beautiful! That's so nice!
Feels like I'm running up hills back. I'm so far from home. 'Cause I've dug a hole that I could get lost in. And I'm drowned in this sense of defeat.
Wrapping up day 8. We are in a quaint little town called Onimana. It's just a beautiful little place on just as you're about to head out to the Coromandel. And yeah, like I said, it's just like a tiny little town. And it's got a beautiful white beach with these northern New Zealand birds that are kind of on the endangered list. So there's only like 2,400 left in the world, and about 400 of them are in the Coromandel. So they have this big protection program going on to try to keep this bird thriving. But yeah, it's a beautiful little spot, and the sun's about to set in about an hour and a half, and then fingers crossed that we can get a sunrise here, because this is another prime spot to see the sunrise. But once again, the weather's kind of stacking up against our favor here, and we might have some clouds kind of blocking the spot. But yeah, we're gonna close things off here and enjoy a beautiful night in this beautiful town of Onimana. But I hope you guys are enjoying, and yeah, we'll wrap things up tomorrow for day 9 before we start leg 2. Okay, so I think it's about time for a check-in. I apologize for the lack of communication today. We have been running and gunning and driving to different location after different location and missing spots and missing turns, and it's just been a cluster. But we are finally settled down in our Airbnb for the night. We are charging camera gear, we are cleaning our clothes, and we are just pushing the reset button for tomorrow before we head on our 10-day trip hosted by Straight Tours, the FIO trip, which is a trip pretty much just heading throughout central Auckland and hitting some destinations that are bucket list destinations for anybody who wants to go to New Zealand. We are pretty excited to show all of those spots to you, and I hope you guys are enjoying the Aotearoa Diaries. Let us know what your favorite spot is so far. There's so much more to come, and there's definitely quite a few episodes to come, so make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out. But we are going to order a pizza here. We're gonna finish doing all the organizing we need to do, and then we're gonna settle in for the night, because we're up and at 'em at 6:30 tomorrow to get to our spot for our FIO trip. So yeah, cheers, and thanks for the view.
Next time on the Aotearoa Diaries.
On episode 4, we experienced some of the most well-known New Zealand hotspots, but also travel off the beaten path to experience New Zealand in a unique and culturally rich way.